Hi there. So in this video, we are going to create a product that we can sell online. Alright. So the prerequisite for that to be able to create a product to sell online, number one is you need to have a sales page. So this page that we made earlier, I'm going to use it as the sales page for this particular video. Alright. So we made this page. I'm going to use this one as my sales page. Next thing that you need is a checkout page. Alright. So I have just created a random checkout page just for the for this video purpose. Not exactly the kind of checkout page I'm gonna use, but this is a random checkout page that I just created. For example, this is the checkout page for timeline nomination that we actually use. So you can create any kind of checkout page when you use the templates of FlexiFunnels, or you can design on your own, right? With a video, with an image, with timer, pointers, everything over here. But just to make the video length shorter, I'm using a random checkout page. And then you also need a thank you page. I mean, a page in which your customers will get redirected once they make the purchase, right? So just for the sake of this video, I have created this random thank you page. Now, one thing which is very important is that in the checkout page, okay, let me take you inside the checkout page. In the checkout page, this element that you are using, okay, it has to be this particular element. Let me show you. You need to go to others and this order form. This is the element that you need to pick in your checkout page. Okay, let me just delete this one, by the way, just to clarify. You need to click on others, order form, and this is how this particular element is gonna come. And then if you want, you can add more inputs. For example, you wanna collect the phone number field as well, you can do that, right? So this is what it will become. All right, and I can click on publish once again. So this is going to become my checkout page. Okay, okay, this is published, and if I open this checkout page in a new tab, you will see the button will not come. Okay, so don't worry about it. Click on back to pages. And now you need to click on products. Okay, I'm using a fresh account, just that I can make your job easier to understand all the things. So I don't have any products in this particular account of mine, and I will click on create a product. And in this example, we are going to sell a digital product. Okay, now over here you can give your product a name. Let's suppose I'm selling a mobile phone. Okay, just for the example purpose. Your product description, it's a live product. Set up the price for the product. Let's suppose I'm going to sell it for, let's say, 10 rupees. Okay, click on next. This is a one-time fee, that's correct. Payment options, depending upon whatever you have integrated over here. I have Razorpay, Instamojo, both of them integrated, so I'm gonna put both of them over here. And just take care of this thing. Okay, minimum Razorpay price has to be ₹1, minimum Instamojo price has to be ₹10, right? Just in case you are doing it for the testing purposes, this is the minimum price that needs to be there. Okay, then you need to pick up a sales page as well as a thank you page. Okay, so over here we had this project by the name timeline nomination, and in this page, SB home page is the one we are going to select as the sales page. Okay, and the thank you page, the checkout page is this one that we have created. After that, you need to put your support email ID. For example, I'm gonna put sb@saurabhatnagar.com. This is where your customers can reach out to you after they have made the purchase. What do you want to do after they have made the purchase? Send them to the thank you page. All right, timeline nomination and thank you page over here. All right, so this is good to go. Now what next? Do you want the buyer's data to pass to your order responder? If yes, you need to click on set product rules. When exactly do you want this to happen? When the product is purchased. For all the pricing options, yes. And let's suppose active campaign of mine, add them to which list. Let's suppose I wanna add them to my test list, where it is, yeah, over here. All right, do you want to add it, do I want to add a tag? Depending upon me, I can, if I want. Click on save. So every person who is gonna purchase this particular product, that person is gonna be added to my this particular list. Yes, I can select more list as well. Okay, let's suppose I can use available list as well, or any other active campaign list, or any other XYZ list. So again, my test list over here. So now the buyer data is gonna get passed to both these particular order responders in these particular list. And now I need to click on save. Okay, so now my product is saved. You can click on products and see that your product is stored over here. Now you need to come back to projects once again. All right, and only a very simple thing that you need to do is go back to your project. Okay, you need to connect your sales page to the product. Okay, so click on edit page. Since this is your sales page, okay, let's suppose I want to use this particular button as my buying button. Okay, so you got to come over here, click on settings, and now you can click on go to next step in product. All right, and you can select a product. In this case, we have only one product, so I'm gonna select mobile phone and click on publish, and that's it. All right, that's it. That's the only thing that you need to do. And now you have your sales page, you have a checkout page, you have your what do you call it, thank you page, you have the product ready, and now it is good to go. It is ready to be sold, right? Let's have it over here. Let me click on publish URL. So I have this sales page right over here, right? Oopsie, the button in which I added the is this a mobile section? Oh yeah, this is the mobile section. So sorry about that. So desktop and mobile. That's why I was thinking that why it is not visible over there. And let me click on publish once again. Okay, now we should have it over there. All right, so let me hard refresh it once again. Okay, so we have the product over here. All right, the button over here. And now what I can do is I can click over here and I will be redirected to the checkout page. Let me also copy the URL. And if you will see that this particular payment button, Instamojo and Razorpay, has auto loaded. All right, so you don't need to do anything. Let me also show you the same process in the incognito window. All right, one second. Let me also open this. Let me go back, pick up the exact URL. All right, open the incognito window, and let me just show you. Okay, so click here to get access. Let's have a look at this. All right, so now I have this checkout page. I have these fields, and I have this pay via Instamojo and pay via Razorpay option. All right, so now if I want to go ahead and make the purchase, let's suppose I wanna put my phone number, my name, my email ID. All right, and with which particular platform I want to make the purchase. Let's suppose I want to make the purchase with Instamojo in this particular example. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna use my UPI payment app to complete the purchase. So allow me just a minute. Let me open my mobile and complete the purchase. By the way, if you will notice, the product name that we created, which was mobile phone, this is also visible over here. All right, did you see that? and now I'm completing the purchase. It's almost done, and if you will see, payment successful over here. And just like that, it is gonna redirect you to the thank you page that you have selected. So your customers will be redirected to the thank you page that you have selected. Alright, so that's the entire process. You just need to create the sales page, thank you page, checkout page, and create a product, connect the product with the sales page, and you are good to go. You are ready to sell anything online. Alright, so yeah, this is it for this particular video. I'm gonna see you in the next one.